Sunday 16th of August, and we're back in Wellington in Owhiro Bay, which we spent I think 4 nights here, 4.5 nights here when we first got here. We have booked the ferry passage for Monday at 1:30, so pretty excited about going back to Christchurch. Well, I'm not excited about finishing our little holiday, but I am excited for the next little bit of our adventure. We came down through around Lake Taupo, which is the biggest lake in New Zealand, and it was a really beautiful drive for our last big drive. I was quite pleased actually, so was Ruby. We did enjoy the drive around Lake Taupo, and then further it's at the back of the Tongariro National Park and Mount Tongariro, which is an inactive volcano, and it had snow all over the top, so it was pretty spectacular and it was a pretty good drive. We came down the west coast, like Palmerston North. We came in there, and that's probably the flattest farmland we've seen the whole time. It was like the wheat belt almost, just, you know, a few hectares of really nice flat farmland set out in squares. And Palmerston North was quite a nice little town. We had lunch there, and I would have liked to have stayed a bit longer, but Ruby was keen to get to Wellington. She's made her decision now. She wants to get back to Christchurch. So here we are. We drove down the west coast from Palmerston North, and that's when it starts getting quite busy. I guess it would be busy further up, but we've come from the inland and met the northwest main road, coastal road there. So there was traffic from then on in pretty much until we hit Wellington. And we still like Wellington. Ruby doesn't want to live here, but there is work here doing commercial vehicles, so that's an option. And we had an ice cream yesterday. I treated myself because I'm a bit sad about the end of the holiday, and it was the best ice cream ever. It was yummy, right in the middle of town. Got a park right out front, which I didn't think we were going to do. I thought we were going to miss out, so that was my little highlight of my day. Certainly that yummy ice cream that I could have eaten a bucket load of. And yeah, so we made it down here last night, and that's what I did. I actually messaged a friend who I knew was from New Zealand, but I knew from WA, and I hadn't seen her for a little while, and it turns out she is in Wellington, and she was so excited and invited us down the pub, because that's where she was when I finally caught up with her when I spoke to her yesterday, but we declined because we were in pyjamas. But we've organised to go there today, and we can have showers, which is great. We can stay there for the night, because our boat doesn't go until tomorrow. And also it may be a place to stay when I fly back and get work, if I get work, but I'll be able to have a look tomorrow morning possibly at the workshop, and just keep my feelers happening out for work that I can get without having to write a CV. So it's all looking quite up, and it's a bit cloudy today. Yesterday was so sunny but really cold. I had my thermals on all day, but it was bright and sunny, so it was beautiful. And today looks like it's lightening up with the cloud, and the seas are going to be a little bit bigger today, but they're dropping off tomorrow, thank goodness. So hopefully our crossing will be a little bit better than the last one, but at least it's going to be in the day, and we'll be able to see all the sights there is as we cruise across, because I think it's 23 kilometres at its narrowest. And coming down the west coast yesterday, we saw the top of the South Island. It's quite big, because at Owhiro Bay you can just kind of see a little tip of it in the background. You can just see it behind the clouds there, and just a little bit of it. But coming from the other side, we saw a lot of it, which was really cool, and it's pretty exciting. We feel like we're going home. Monday 17th of August, and there's nothing like a teenager to bring you back down to earth, is there? As excited as we were about going to see Teresa and having a shower and hanging out, we are at level 2, a review reminded me, so it's probably not a good idea that we went and spent some time so close to someone in their abode. So we missed out on seeing my friend, but we'll catch up later, I'm sure, when this is all over. And instead we went and had a rewarding laksa and some more of that yummy ice cream that I found down the street. Oh, yum. And spent the afternoon just relaxing, and we were going to catch the ferry across to Picton today and head back down to Christchurch, but I got a message from Callum, and the bathroom that was supposed to take 3 weeks is not finished 6 weeks later, so we're going to delay our heading across, and I've booked it now for Friday, and that gives me a few days to have a bit of a look around, maybe for a bit of work or something else. But what we'll do today is find somewhere to have a shower. The indoor pools are still open, saunas aren't by the look of things, and of course social distancing in the spa, so we may have to book some time to hop into one of them. But I think that's just our main goal today, is just to have a shower and get washed up and cleaned up and have a look about and see what we can do for the next few days here in the North Island. So I'm pretty happy we get a few more days. I'm a bit disappointed that we left Turanga and came down to Wellington to catch the boat, because I'd rather be back up there, and I think I will make a couple of phone calls again today and maybe make my way back up there. We're not sure. We'll just see what the day pans out. So I guess library and wash. And how exciting, I'm still on holiday. I thought it was over already.